everyone, my name is Brittany. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special guest, my friend DK.
Hey, what's going on? DK all day. Hey.
And today we're going to do something a little different. It's going to be a discussion video from two perspectives, obviously male and female. And we are... Hold up your bottle.
You silly. I'm drinking wine today,
Drinking!
y'all. I'm drinking wine.
Yes, another drinking video. These are my favorite. I typically record on the weekends, and why not? And you guys seem to really like them, so here we are. Today we're going to be talking or discussing the differences basically between having a job and a career. What you go through, what you have to deal with, what you think you have to deal with, everything in between, really.
It's a difference between having a job and having a career, I think. You know, it's like when people have a job, you know, it's like they sit up here, man, they half-ass do shit. You know, it's like they come in 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes late, you know. They get there, they want to do half of their work in the morning and, you know, bullshit around on social media and maybe finish up a little bit, you know, after lunch, you know, and just fuck off. A lot of playing going on with co-workers and shit. Nobody takes the job serious because it's a bullshit job in most cases. It's not something they're passionate about or something they always wanted to do. It's not a career. And on the other hand, when you have that career, it's like you're driven because that's what you always wanted, was that career to uplift you and support you, so you feel a little bit more passionate about that. You might work some long hours, you might deal with some hectic things, but you don't even want to sit up here and say, let me just leave it half-assed. You still want to work from home and get it done eventually, or maybe. So.
And that's when you have a career, you're saying?
That's when you have a career.
Okay.
You know, I feel a lot of people put up with a lot of shit on either or jobs, you know, whether you have a career or a job.
Now, do you think it's different if you have, say, still have just a job, but necessarily a job that you do like? You know what I mean? Like a job, but, you know, like some people just do work because they enjoy it, and it can't necessarily be a career, but you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what it does is it causes people to be content. You know, they don't have any motivational or drive to want to do more or elevate in the company in most cases. Okay. Not saying in all, but just most cases. Okay. You know, you might have somebody start off entry level, and then when they get to like mid-level, they're not trying to strive to be in a higher position past just a manager. They're not trying to sit up here and say, you know what, I think I'm going to go ahead and take some classes and go ahead and try to be a district manager or, you know, a branch manager or something. So that's how I look at it in most cases.
Okay, so how do you feel, like, what do you think that people with a job have to go through or not versus people with careers and you know, all of that, and vice versa, of course?
I think people with jobs have to go through dealing with compromising themselves with no options in most cases. They might have to deal with sexual harassment, although you have to deal with sexual harassment in a career.
That's good.
But at the same time, I feel that in a career field, you have options whether or not you want to fuck your way up to the top or not. You know, when you have a job, it's like, shit, it's no ultimatum. You know, it's either fuck your way to the top or shit, find you another damn job or get fired. You know, because in most cases, people are in fear or afraid because of losing their job because they don't have the skills or the education behind them to actually sit up here and look for another job. So they choose to just deal with it. But a person who has a career, it's more optional. It's like they have the education and the experiences behind them to where if they're uncomfortable and they don't want to compromise, they can go to a higher level. If they choose not to want to go to a higher level, they can just say, you know what, I can find another job making X amount of money.
But that's not true. That's not always the case. So like, I now just thinking about it, I feel like it's easier for people with jobs to be like, F this, because it's just a job. I can go get another job where I'm treated better, But someone with a career, you know, especially like, because when you have a career, you typically have had to work for it, you know what I mean, start from the ground level up, like things like that, as opposed to,
Right.
which yes, you still do in regular jobs, but you know what I'm saying? So I feel like someone with just a regular ass job that they don't care about would just be like, well, fuck that. I'm not, you know, treated well, and I could go somewhere else better, like I said. But if you have a career, then it's like, well, fuck, I don't want to ruin this opportunity because I've worked so hard in this. And especially people with careers, it's really hard to go find the pay that you're getting, or just, you know, especially if you've been at this company for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to another company and you're brand new, the tenure is not there, you know? So whenever it comes to like layoff times and stuff, you're going to be nervous and worried because you don't have your tenure. And of course, they always typically keep the people there the longest.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's not always true, because typically the people there the longest are getting paid the most, and your ass might be on the cutting block too, because you're just going to get your, you know, retirement and this and that also. But yeah, so I feel like, you know, it's hard to kind of really.
Do you think people with jobs, do you think they bullshit their way through at the job versus having a career?
Yes and no, because I feel like if you have, after a certain point, okay, everyone with a job, I feel like when they first get there, excuse me, they all want to show their ass. They want to show that, you know, they can work, and that we're here, that I'm here because I'm worth it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to someone with a career. I feel like someone brand new at a company and he knows it's his career and stuff still walks in there like, this is, you know, he can walk in there on his first day and still not do shit. Go sit at his computer, watch his Facebook, like you said, do his Instagram and stuff, and half-ass work. As opposed to someone with just a job, you're gonna have to come up in there and show your ass, because you can just get, you know, you're replaceable.
Well, I noticed with people with careers, they are actually able to have a little bit more leeway on the job when you have a career. Like, they can sit up here and take as many breaks as they want to throughout the day.
That's true.
They're also able to leave work if they need to leave work without having to deal with a bunch of excuses in most cases.
That's true.
Especially
if you're like salary, all you have to do really is just, if you're not there, you're still getting paid.
You're still getting paid. And they also have the situation where they can actually work from home as an ultimatum if need be.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's another one of the things that I feel that can happen as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
So another thing I wanted to mention was the entrepreneurship also that goes along with career and job.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people who get off into the entrepreneurship as far as being business owners don't contend to be consistent, you know. They tend to be wanting to hold this title as far as I'm a boss. But it's like their responsibilities is not matching up with them being a boss, because when you're into entrepreneurship, it's all about, you have to work 10 times more and 10 times harder than a person who has a career or a job.
Yes, working for someone else.
Yeah, you know, you're working for yourself versus working for someone else. And you don't know when you're going to have slow periods. You're not going to know when you're going to have booming periods for so long. And a lot of people who get off into entrepreneurship, in most cases, as far as beginners, they tend to have problems with money management because they're seeing the money so fast and they're seeing a lot at one time, to where they're not preparing themselves for the worst to come if something was to happen as far as being a business owner. You know, they don't think about, you know, figuring out the taxes and all that stuff right there. They're not consistent with keeping the business flowing for people to take them serious in a lot of cases.
They just want to look the part. They just want to seem cool. They just want to seem like they got money.
Exactly.
Seem like they got their shit together. Seem like, sorry, my phone's about to die. Just fake it. Fake it for the gram, like they say, or whatever you mean.
Right.
I agree.
So,
we see that a lot.
Entrepreneurship, man, you have to be really consistent as far as what you're doing as far as a business go.
It's hard.
And money management is a very important thing. You have to know how to manage your money, because you have to put back into your business, and you have to pay yourself like an employee.
Oh yeah.
But guess what? You're a boss overall because you have control over all the accounts.
Mm-hmm.
But you still pay yourself like an employee.
Mm-hmm.
And then you treat yourself throughout the time along the way.
Yes.
That's how you do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shoot, and then whenever you get your own employees, I mean, you can't pay them if you're just
Right.
if you don't have management and discipline and structure and plans and just but then again, you'll never get to the point where you have employees if you don't have structure and discipline and plans.
Right.
A lot of people think that they can just put together a business plan in a week. No, like that's ridiculous. Like, it takes time and effort and months, sometimes years in cases, you know what I mean, to get it down, just to make it even sound like it's gonna work. You know what I mean?
Right.
To get funding to help you and to get people to actually put, to back your vision, I guess you should say. And a lot of people, which I feel like I see on social media, they do try to make the whole entrepreneur thing seem so easy and so fun, and that's not the case. It's not fun. Like, it's just not.
I
like,
mean,
from the beginning.
The only way you make it fun is it has to be something you enjoy doing to put your time into. But as far as like doing the work, the footwork, it's not fun doing that footwork.
And then even if it's something that you love and your passion, but if you're not necessarily getting the backing or the support for it, or it's not going necessarily where you wanted it to quick enough, like, it's really discouraging, from personal experience. It's really discouraging, and it's really just, but you can't let that get to you, because you can have like a great, but yeah, so I do feel that I get exactly what you're saying, where you're coming from. And it's sad to see, you see it all the time. People just, it's January, oh, I have this, I'm selling this, and I got this going on, and then come September, come November, where is it? It's nowhere to be found. Or months down the line, and it becomes like a scam, that like all of a sudden all these people have backed it and stuff, which makes it harder for other people trying to come up and actually do have good product and do have good business ethic and stuff, because people now are starting to be like, no, I don't want to order from you because I will never get my order. It'll take 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, or you'll just take my money and run with it, and I'll never get my shirts, my shoes, my jewelry, whatever, my hair, and it's just not right. It's just not right.
I think people need to just take their business more serious and, kind of research some things about how to handle business, how to deal with business, and kind of make it work from there, kind of make it grow, and make it be something bigger than what it is.
I agree.
For those who are starting off.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's right. DK all day. Hey.
Okay, guys, so I hope you liked the video. Like I said, it's something new and different. I'll definitely have DK back on my channel. It was really fun today. And
it was. I enjoyed being here.
Thank you so much for coming.
No problem. I had fun, y'all.
And let us know, like, down below, what other videos you'd like to see us do, like, especially from a female and male's perspective. I think it's a lot of fun. They don't have to be drunk videos, of course, just, a lot of fun.
I might just be drunk in all my videos.
Just cause. So, yes, thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, remember, stay classy.